Hi everyone, it's Sylvia Barone. Today you're going to be watching a video on the emotional freedom technique. I'm a quantum alignment systems specialist and I was trained by Karen Curry Parker. So today's video is actually going to be with a client who is working through some childhood trauma. It's an actual video recorded live through the process of tapping. If you're not familiar with tapping, I just want to give you a brief little overview. The emotional freedom technique is a technique that has been around for over 2 decades. It's scientifically proven to help people overcome trauma, false beliefs, and actually get rid of negative energy. It's so good of a technique that it is used with veterans that have returned from the war who have PTSD. And it is actually one of the fastest ways that they have found to be able to help them work through and overcome their PTSD. So it's a fantastic, fantastic tool. I'm so blessed and so honored to be able to offer this to help you overcome false beliefs, fears, trauma, in any way I can. So please watch this video. If you would like to contact me to set up an appointment to help you using the emotional freedom technique, then just click on the link that's in the comments below. You'll be able to go to my scheduler, schedule your appointment. If you'd like, you can also book a discovery call. Discovery calls, we can talk about what your needs are and talk about whether we are a good match or not. So if either one of those two, if you want a discovery call or if you know that you want to schedule an appointment, feel free to do that. That link will be in the comments below. And I look forward to talking to you sometime soon and being able to help you on this journey of life. Enjoy the video. All right, so this is Sylvia B, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, Lissy. So hi, Lissy. Thank you for joining. All right, so what
Thank
we're going to
you.
be doing is if you're not familiar with tapping, there are a number of different recipes, but we're going to be using a basic recipe, and this is emotional freedom technique, and it's something that is scientifically proven to help. Just so you know, in case you're new to this, this is used even with war veterans that are coming back with PTSD, and it actually helps clear PTSD and in one of the shortest amounts of time of any other type of technique that they have to use with war veterans. So this is a really powerful technique. You can use it to go back, clear trauma, clear beliefs you have that aren't serving you at your highest. There's a number of things. And so I just am really excited that Lissy has volunteered to do this. We're going to go ahead and do a complete um, session with her. So thank you for joining us. And Lissy, let's go ahead and get started. Tell me a little bit about what it is that's going on with you.
Okay, I have had some physical manifestations of childhood trauma that are stored in my body. And I know that. And I am looking to be able to repattern or release the trauma that is stored in my body so that I can have more movement in my elbow and I can have more movement in my shoulder. And so that's where I am.
Okay. All righty. So what can you share about the trauma? Like just some basic trauma, the part of the trauma that's still there with you. Just, kind of.
Okay. So, before I share, I do want to say this is childhood trauma, and I want the disclaimer of my parents did the best they could with what they have had. And I am very grateful to them. And this is not about being a victim or them. It's about we're human. And
Yeah.
I'm sure my kids have their issues too. And
Right.
and they were doing the best they could to keep me safe.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, it was coming from a place of fear because that's what was happening when they raised children, when we raised children. And
Right.
because of that, as a young child, it got stored in my body, and there was and again, like I said, they were doing the best they could, but it's still stuck there, and I know that, and it's time to let it go and to release. And so it's not about blaming them, and it's not about me being a victim. So I just want to be very clear on that.
Absolutely.
So okay, so you know, the way that that they tried to shape me and show me was through fear, through loud language, through there was some, you know, some physical, you know, nothing major, but some physical uh what you could discipline.
Right.
And also it was coming from a place of you're not good enough. And so it's a pattern that's there. Is that kind of what you're looking for,
Yep.
or do you have
Hmm.
any other questions? Okay.
No, that's good. So would you say that you've got the "you're not good enough" kind of plays in the background for you, and it comes up for
It
you at different times?
Yeah, at different times. It's I've done a lot of work, and so it's
Mhm.
not I'm not saying, I mean, I think we're going to be working on ourselves until we go to the grave. So
Yeah, it's like peeling off a
it,
layer, peeling off a layer.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've peeled lots of layers off, you know, and occasionally that is still there. And I think when I get the physical manifestations, and it's like, okay, this is another layer.
Hmm. So let me ask you one question before we get started. Um, because people listening to this are probably wondering if they're not familiar with this. How do you know that the physical, the elbow and the movement in the shoulder, how do you know that this is associated with this? What comes up? How do you, can you describe that for people?
Good question. Good question. Yeah. So our bodies are divided into a masculine and a feminine side.
Mm-hmm.
And as I kept hitting my elbow and kept having pain and what's going on, at the same time, other things, it's like the metaphors of life and the lessons, things happen and come up, and I'm like, okay. And it was just a knowing that it was on my masculine side and it was past trauma. Um, because I'd hear something that would remind me of my father, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that doesn't serve me anymore. So just in my everyday going about my life,
Mm-hmm.
this would come to me, and then I pieced it together.
Got it.
Is that making
Mhm.
sense to you?
Yep. Yep. And
Okay.
then that also lets other people know. And so if you're watching this and you're really interested in, you start to become interested in different pain and what side it's on, you can definitely look that up. Because that's really a whole interesting part of all of this. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get started, Lizzie. So what you're going to do is I want to tell everybody the different tapping points in case they're not familiar. So I'm going to tell you also. All right. So the first place we're going to tap, and you're going to tap, you want to tap it not super light, and you don't want to beat yourself up either, but you want to give it a good strong tap. And we're going to tap right here on the cushiony part of your hand. Okay. So that will be the first part, and you want to use your fingertips and tap there. The next place we'll go to after that will be the top of your head, and you want to tap right on the middle because there's a meridian that goes down that. So you want to tap right on the middle, and then the next place we're going to go after that is right here, like right where your eyebrows, that bone
Mhm,
right there,
mhm.
and you'll tap right on that spot. Okay. The next place after that is going to be this orbital bone. You're going to tap right on the corner of it. Okay. The next place, you follow that bone and it's right underneath your eyes, and you can tap right there. The next place is going to be right in the middle of your nose and your lip, and you'll tap there. The next one's right here where that little crease happens, and you'll tap right there. The next one, they say collarbone, but really what it is, it's that soft tissue right here under your collarbone. Like it's a little cushiony, and you'll tap on that spot. And then the next one is right where your bra strap kind of meets under your arm, and you'll tap on that part. Okay. So
Mhm.
I'll be going through it and having you follow with me. So in case you get, I'll remind you so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so my question is, does it matter? Like you were putting your right hand on the left, does it matter which hand you tap with? Does
It
it?
No, it doesn't. So you can use whichever one. I like to use both. Some people do
Right.
one. I like to do both on both sides for all of that stuff. Some people, I'm a little bit bigger breasted, so I can't really do this comfortably. But if you're small enough and you can do both arms on both sides, you
Ah,
can do
okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you can do both. Let me
Yeah.
take my jacket off.
Yeah. It'll probably be easier for you.
Yeah, I think it will be.
So I do one side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One.
And I just didn't, I never knew if it made a difference with, having to use the left and having to use the right and all. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether I could tap with my right hand on my left or my left hand on my right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Excellent. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. All righty. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Mhm.
All right. Even though you're going to repeat after me. So even though
Even though
I grew up with fear,
I grew up with fear,
loud language,
loud language,
and discipline,
and discipline,
physical discipline,
physical discipline
to help me learn,
to help me learn,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply
Deeply.
and completely love and accept myself.
Hmm? Even though fear was used in my family
Even though fear was used in my family
as a way to keep me safe
as a way to keep me safe
and as a way to teach me,
and as a way to teach me,
it had an effect on me,
it had an effect on me,
and it still does.
and it still does.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though loud language and physical discipline
Even though loud language and physical discipline
were used as ways to teach me what I should or shouldn't be doing,
were used as ways to teach me what I should or shouldn't be doing,
they left some trauma for me.
they left some trauma with me for me,
hmm And it affects me still.
and it affects me still.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Top of the head. Fear was used to keep me in line,
Fear was used to keep me in line,
and it didn't feel good.
and it didn't feel good.
And there's times in my life where, and then we move to the eyebrows. And there were times in my life where it
And
still comes up.
there are times in my life where it still comes up.
It'll eat on the side of the eye. It'll even show up in my body.
It will even show up in my body.
Loud language was hard to have around me.
Loud language was hard to have around me.
It made things down below your nose. It made things uncomfortable.
It made things uncomfortable.
I could feel it in my body even as a child.
I could feel it in my body even as a child.
I know my parents did the best they could
I know my parents did the best they could,
under the arm, but the physical discipline had a
but,
lasting effect.
but the physical discipline had a lasting effect.
Okay, take a deep breath. Now, as we're doing this, different things might come up, different thoughts, different memories, different feelings in your body. Can you tell me what you had?
Um, how scary it was.
Mhm.
That was that feeling came up of scariness.
Okay, so it was scary. Did you
Mhm.
have any visual with the scariness, like any memory or anything? No?
No,
Okay, where did you feel that scariness when you felt it?
like a constriction in my chest.
Okay. All right. Was there any specific one, whether it was the fear, the loud language, or the physical discipline that caused it more of a elicited more of a response, do you know? Or was it just all of it?
It was just all of it.
Okay. All right. Ready? We're gonna go for round 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Even though
Even though
it was just really scary
it was just really scary
to experience the fear, the loud language, and the physical discipline.
to experience the fear, the loud language, and the discipline.
I was little,
I was little.
and those feelings, those things were big,
Those things were big.
and I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though the scary feeling feels big
Even though the scary feelings feel big
and they make me feel constricted in my chest,
and they make me feel constricted in my chest,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though the way I was being taught to behave better
Even though the way I was being taught to behave better
felt so scary to me.
felt so scary to me.
It even makes my chest feel constricted just thinking about it.
It even makes my chest feel constricted just thinking about it.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Top of the head. Scary was big.
Scary was big.
Scary, top of the eye. Scary was loud.
Scary was loud.
Side of the eyes. I didn't know when I was going to have physical discipline.
I didn't know when I was going to have physical discipline.
And that was scary under the eyes.
And that was scary.
Under the nose. I didn't know when I was going to have loud words being thrown at me.
I didn't know when I was going to be having loud words thrown at me.
And that was scary under the lip.
And that was scary.
This constricting feeling in my chest.
This constricting feeling in my chest.
I want it to move.
I want it to move. I choose for it to move.
Deep breath in and then out. Okay. Take a drink and tell me a little bit about anything that might have come up for you.
It's not so much anything that came up this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's more a feeling of calm for my nervous system right now.
Mm-hmm.
A feeling of it's okay, you're okay. Um, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. All right. All right, ready?
Mhm.
I have this feeling right now of calmness.
I have this feeling right now of calmness.
My nervous system has chilled out.
My nervous system has and is chilled out,
And it feels good.
and it feels good.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I know that it's okay.
I know that it's okay.
I know that I'm okay.
I know that I'm okay.
And I feel safe
And I feel safe
and calm.
and calm.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I had some fear
I had some fear
and my nervous system was a little ramped,
and my nervous system was a little ramped,
It is chilled out right now.
It is chilled out right now.
It is calm as still water,
It is calm as still water,
and I'm okay.
and I'm okay.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Still waters.
Still waters.
Calm nerves.
Calm nerves.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I love this feeling of calmness.
I love this feeling of calmness.
I'm anchoring it in.
I'm anchoring it in.
It's here to stay.
It's here to stay.
I'm so thankful.
I'm so thankful.
Tell me how you're feeling.
Good. It's like, I want to enjoy the feeling. It just feels, it's like I can feel the energy running through my body, and it's like it's open. There's not the constriction in my head, down my arm. It's wonderful. My goodness. It just really feels good. It's like everything just opened up all the way down out through my feet. Yeah. It's good.
Yay.
Yay.
That's what we want. Okay, so we're going to do something called a choice point, and it's kind
Okay.
of a way to anchor everything in for you. Okay.
Good.
So,
Okay.
all right, here we go. Drink's important. Make sure
Okay.
y'all drink your water. All right. Even though in the past,
Even though in the past,
the fear, loud language, and physical discipline I had when I was little
the fear, the loud language, and the discipline that I had when I was little
was scary,
was scary,
and it was affecting my body.
and it was affecting my body.
I now know
I now know
without a doubt
without a doubt
that my nervous system has released it,
that my nervous system has released it
and I'm
and
totally
reset.
okay and
And I'm
reset.
totally okay.
I feel clear,
I feel clear,
and I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
and I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Mhm. Even though in the past,
Even though in the past
I had some emotions that were trapped,
I had some emotions that were trapped,
I now believe and know for certain
I now believe and know for certain
that those have been released,
that those have been released.
and I am thankful.
And I am so thankful.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though in the past,
Even though in the past,
I had some things from the masculine side that I needed to release.
I had some things from the masculine side that I needed to release.
I now know
I now know
that I have let those go with love.
that I have let those go with love.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Top of the head, I'm so thankful.
I'm so thankful.
I love the calmness.
I love the calmness.
I love the clearness.
I love the clearness.
And I'm filled with love.
And I am filled with love.
I'm filled with light.
I'm filled with light.
And I'm clear.
And I'm clear.
I'm filled with gratitude.
I'm filled with gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Good.
Feeling good still?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I can just feel
Mm.
the energy running up and down my spine. And the word that came to me that I really wanted to put in, but I didn't want to. Didn't
Oh,
want to take
that's
over
okay.
because it's
No,
like
you're good.
is acceptance, acceptance of the what is, and acceptance and release. With along with the love.
Mm-hmm. Acceptance. I like that. Okay.
Mhm.
So what I would love for you to do is either you can use rose or geranium if you have either of those
I
oils.
do.
You
I
do?
do.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you can, if they're close, you can get them right now, or if you want to do it afterward, that's fine too. You just want to kind of put some on, and we're going to do a dream seed, which is going to just let this continue to open for you. Okay.
Okay. Can we pause and I can go grab my I know
Yes.
exactly where it is, but it's in another room. So
Oh, yeah.
if you just press pause. So geranium or rose. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I know I have geranium. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Started.
Okay.
All right. So you got your rose, is that right?
This is the geranium.
Geranium, perfect. Okay. So you're going to put just a little bit on your finger,
Okay.
and then you're going to tap it right on the pineal gland right here.
Okay.
All right. So you're just going to repeat after me. What needs to be healed,
What needs to be healed,
released, aligned,
released, aligned,
and brought to my awareness
and brought to my awareness
for me to fully accept,
for me to fully accept,
release, and reset?
release, and reset.
And that's it right there.
I have extra oil.
It's going to smell good.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does. Oh,
So,
mm.
Lizzie, I want to thank you for doing this and sharing this today. This has really been wonderful for me.
It's wonderful for me. And thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your gifts and you sharing them
You're
with me.
so welcome. Thank you.